I told you it would be quick. This is the Opie and Anthony program. We must go right to the phones and say hi to Joe Rogan. Joey!
Yo!
How are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
You got Opie, you got Anthony, you got Jim Norton, and I guess you overslept yesterday.
Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I thought yesterday, for some reason, I thought it was Tuesday instead of Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because I was in Florida, and we flew back on Monday. Long story short, I'm retarded. I apologize.
Well, you know, you're awesome. And I'll tell you why, because when Anthony and you and I talked about this at the Comedy Store in L.A., I bumped into you. By the way, I was just ranting and raving about your comedy yesterday on the program. I mean, really smart, clever stuff. I really like your stand-up, big time.
Oh, thanks, man.
Big time. And, you know, we got to talk after your set. And I got to thank you because after Ant and I got thrown off the air for the St. Pat's incident, the whole stupid Sex in the Church thing, you went on a tear on your website talking about the whole thing and supporting us.
Well, I just couldn't believe that it was possible that someone could get fired because some people fucked in a church. I mean, I thought that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, that anybody would even care what happens in a church, that people would freak out so much.
And the best part about it, to this day, we really don't even know if they had sex. The court couldn't even prove it. You know, but the media got hold of it and just ran with it. And then, yeah, there was a panic, and they got rid of our asses.
It's just so bizarre. I mean, people are just so fucking hypocritical and so weird, and that it's 2005, and 2003 when it happened, but 2005, and this shit is still going on. It's just insane. And hearing you guys on XM really opens everything up because, like, it's anybody who would be offended by your regular show would be offended by your show on XM. It's the same people who are going to enjoy it too.
Right.
But now they get to enjoy it like for real. Now you get to say whatever the fuck you want. You get to do whatever you want. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, this is the way it's supposed to be. I mean, I've had XM for, like 2 years, and since you guys have been on, I don't even listen to any of the other channels.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
All I do, I used to just watch, the only time I used to just listen to bad talk radio and get pissed off. Like, that was the only reason why I bought it for. I'd listen to, like the Glenn Beck show and shit like that, just to get annoyed, like the Michael Reagan show. Just to listen to idiots.
I do the same thing. I listen to people or watch stupid shows on TV just to get pissed off, and people go, why are you bothering? I'm like, because I like getting annoyed.
Hey, Joe, you want to have some big laughs? Listen to John and Jeff. I think they're out of...
I've heard those fucking idiots.
Oh, those... You got to pull over sometimes, though, man. Those guys are really cards.
I can't believe that, that it's that easy to get a job in talk radio. I mean, it's just weird.
Hey, man, don't tell anyone, please. We got a good gig here.
But that's all I used to listen to. I just used to listen to it. As a comic, like, I don't want to hang out with guys like, Glenn Beck or Tony Snow in real life. So I don't ever hear anybody like that talk in real life, because if I hear someone like that talk, I just get the fuck away from them. But in the, comfort of my own car, I can listen to them and get pissed off, and sometimes, it's funny, and sometimes you can get material out of or something. But I don't even listen to it anymore. Since you guys have been on, I just listen to you guys all day.
Hey, Joe, getting back to the church thing, too, you have some just great theories on religion. You want to just throw a couple out there?
Well, I mean, look, it's pretty obvious that no one knows what the fuck is going on. I mean, religion is nothing but a cult. It's just a cult with millions of people in it. It's really obvious. I mean, anybody who reads any religion, whether it's the Bible or the Torah or the Quran or if you actually read it and you still believe it, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's completely ridiculous. And the fact that people are willing to argue about it, people are lose their jobs because you make fun of it. I mean, it's weird. It's weird that people are so scared of the unknown that they're willing to believe insane, stupid shit written by people who thought the world was flat and the sun was 17 miles away. I mean, especially when it comes to the Catholic religion. I mean, I was raised Catholic.
Yeah.
I mean, how many little kids have to get fucked by priests before everybody goes, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, but that's not anything to really look into.
Nah, don't look at that.
Better look at the radio shows that are joking around.
Yeah, people are using bad words.
Yeah.
You gotta put a stop to that.
Yep.
It's just bizarre. It's just strange that as a race we can't get past that. It's very weird.
Well, you got to admit, though, and I believe I am not pro-religion, but if you're a priest and you're around a lot of these little youngsters, I mean, some of them are quite enticing. I mean, how much willpower can one of these fellas have?
Oh, dear.
Little blonde lad, easily influenced.
Maybe if we just let them masturbate, they would blow off a little steam.
Yep.
Unless this would happen.
No, that's against the rules, too.
That's bad for you. You go to hell, right?
Hey, Joe, so Fear Factor. We were just talking about, well, you might even heard us. We were live in Vegas talking about the lawsuit. Some listener...
Viewer.
Viewer is suing because they got, sick because they saw the rats in the blender thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the guy actually just got out of jail for forgery and some other kind of fraud.
Yeah.
So he's actually been in jail for 2 years, and he filed a couple other lawsuits. So it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Trying to make some quick money when he got out.
Well, that's the funny thing. It's all bullshit, but the media, runs with that as well. But that certainly doesn't help to hurt the show,
No, not Fear Factor. Nothing can hurt it at this point.
Anything really gross you out though when you're watching it? Because I can't watch some of that stuff.
Oh, constantly. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm much more jaded than I used to be, but it's still disgusting. I mean, the smells are the insane part. I mean, when you watch it on TV, it looks gross to see a blended rat, but the smell of blended rat. They don't they don't just leave whatever the smell is. The guy who runs what we call the B stunt program, B stunt, like we have A, B, and C. The second stunt's the B stunt. That's always disgusting. The guy who runs it is this guy Scott, and he's a sick fuck. I mean, he'll put like all sorts of stuff into whatever they have to eat to make it grosser, like this disgusting Asian fish sauce, and he goes to like a lot of the stuff that's in it that makes it gross is really like food that somebody actually likes somewhere. Like a lot of it is this really fucking rank cheese.
Cheese?
Like the nastiest cheese. And it comes from like this Beverly Hills cheese shop. And it's really expensive.
Wow.
And it smells like 90,000 different kinds of ass. It's so bad. But yet it's like some sort of a delicacy. So they take this fucking stank cheese and they mix it in with this fish sauce, and then sometimes they'll pour like bile. And then on top of that, you have blended rat. So, like, you don't even get the full essence of how gross it is.
Yeah.
The smell.
We had rat cooking on our show when we were at WNEW. We actually had a French chef come in, and these were sewer rats. These were like Subway rats. They weren't like pet rats. They were disgusting, big, and just gnarly.
And people ate them?
Yeah, the cool thing is the French chef, he cooked it in such a way that people actually went back for seconds, Joe.
Yeah, he made it like this rat au poivre. And it was supposed to be a contest. We were supposed to be grossing people out, and they enjoyed it. He ruined it.
Our whole goal was to get people to puke. We like when people puke on our show. And, but the guy did too good of a job where they went back for seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And we remember the wafting of the cooking rat coming into the studio. We were getting so sick to our stomach. Because then we had another guy that didn't know what he was doing, and he made just a mess of a dish, and then that's when we got the people to puke, and it was radio gold. But
you must be really used to seeing people puke these days.
Oh, it doesn't bother me at all.
And you know something? Isn't it always funny?
Oh, it's always funny. The funny thing is, NBC doesn't let us air that.
Right.
Like, you can air a guy gagging on a plate full of animal dicks. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to, actually showing him throw up, ooh, that's offensive.
Yeah, all that doesn't make sense. We talk about that on a daily basis. You could show dead people on TV from the tsunami. That's okay, but someone puking on a goof. No, sorry, I don't mean to call it a goofy show, but you know what I mean.
No, it is a goofy show.
All right,
I'm the first person to call it a goofy
all right,
show.
but a guy puking on Fear Factor. That's not okay. We can't handle that in America.
It's very weird. I mean, I show up every day at work. Whenever I show up there, I just go, really? We're still doing this? Okay, let's go.
I'm amazed at some of the stuff that goes on. You know what is really frightening to watch on Fear Factor? Who do you have flying that goddamn helicopter? That guy's insane. I've seen some turns over lakes where it looks like the rotor's going to hit the water.
Yeah, it's more of an illusion than anything.
Really?
They're really good helicopter guys.
Are you frightened for people's lives sometimes? Because a lot of people are watching that show going, someone's going to die. I want to watch until somebody dies.
I think if someone does die, what they're going to do is kill everybody and then blame it on the terrorists. And then they'll be like,
oh, you guys already have a plan in place. I like that.
Fear Factor. It'll be like a thing, don't let them take away Fear Factor. With new host, Adam Carolla, Everybody will be dead,
Joe, how many of those girls do you want to bang? I saw the couple Fear Factor the other day. This one short, she kind of looked Latin, I guess, with these just massive boobs.
Huge cans.
And you could see it in your face that you're having a tough time looking them in the eye.
About about 20% of them I probably would want to fuck, but it's really not expensive.
No, the host screwing the contestants is a little sleazy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a little sleazy, so I could probably get away with it, but I just don't want the hassle. It just seems like it would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
There's plenty of hot chicks in L.A. It's not worth the risk.
So Pat's on the line. He's saying, talk about Joe's car from TLC. What's that about?
Oh, there's a show on TLC called Rides, and they do all kinds of different cars. They showcase all kinds of different cars getting constructed, and they made me a 1970 Barracuda.
Nice.
It's sick. It's this 1970 Barracuda. They built it up with all modern stuff, like it's all modern suspension and modern electrical system and modern transmission. It's really cool.
Oh, very nice.
So if you're into cars, yeah.
I have a really cool. They made me this really cool Saturn a couple of years ago at the dealership, and I've been driving it like some suburban faggot that I am.
Safety first.
Oh, I really
Safety
am a nerd.
first for Jimmy.
He's driving a custom-made Barracuda, and I have a Saturn. God, do I suck.
You can imagine what he's getting.
I've seen it. It's amazing.
No, I mean the chicks he gets.
I know.
I
know.
Just the car alone.
Amazing.
And you get trainees in Chelsea. That's good.
I get trainees.
Trainees?
Tranny.
Yeah, I never banged Clarice Starling.
Hey, one thing I want to know, because I've been listening all the time, is that really Bernie Getz who called you guys?
Yeah. He comes in live. He's insane.
Holy shit, that's really him.
See, there's people around the country that don't understand how cool it is that we got Bernie Getz as a regular now. He just comes in. We had him guest DJing the other day.
When you guys had him on, I was like, wow, this guy's doing like a Bernie Getz impression or something.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder how accurate that is. And then the more I'm listening, I'm like, this guy's, whoever's doing this is either really good or that's a really fucked up dude.
The guy is out of his mind. We're just mesmerized by the guy. He's coming in with his inventions in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he invents things. He's got some levitation device. He's certifiable. But you know what the coolest thing is? He told us kind of where he buried the gun he used in the subway shooting. Up in Vermont somewhere.
Oh,
wow.
And
we so want to send somebody up there to try to dig it up. How cool would it be to have the gun
that would be
he
awesome.
used? Man, that's something you put up in, you hang that up on your wall at home with
When did
Bernie
he get
Getz'
out?
gun. He got out years ago. He only did like how many
8 months?
8 months.
8 months on a weapons charge. He didn't get any charges for assault or anything or attempted murder.
Dude,
wow.
this guy is...
What a fascinating idea to get this guy on the radio. Who came up with that?
I think he was emailing us or something.
Oh, no, Jimmy actually said...
Jimmy Norton.
It was my idea.
But now the problem is he won't leave us alone. He emails us all the time. He wants us to come over to his place and smoke some dope, and we're going to take him up on that. I got to see how he lives.
I want to hang out in Bernie Getz's apartment.
Yeah, because last time he was on, he was talking about how
Bernie Getz.
Yeah.
Last time he was talking about how the squirrel talks to him. What was the word?
He's
squirrel?
got a pet squirrel, and he says the squirrel says stop sometimes, and you can only wonder what he's doing that the squirrel learned to say stop. When a squirrel learns speech just to say stop.
After what digit does it say that, Bernie?
Yeah, the real problem is when you guys get bored with him and you decide you don't want to use him anymore.
Right.
He starts freaking.
Yeah, and then what do we do,
Yeah, he's been known to be a little ill-tempered.
Yeah, don't ask him for $5.
He's an OCD freak, too, man.
he's
Everything
nuts.
has to be perfectly lined up when he's in here, and he just, I don't know, we're fascinated by the guy.
He's fascinating to listen to. Now that I know he's real, I'll be really fascinated.
Oh, yeah.
We were all too afraid to tell him, like, could you just shut up and focus on something? And finally, Anthony had the balls to go, Bernie, focus. You sure do like to talk.
You're kind of goofing on him. He sounds like he's a little pissed off at you.
He's all over the place.
Yeah, I started playing some of those real bad racist songs, and I didn't know how he was going to take it while he was talking. And there was one point he gave me a look, and I'm like, well, maybe I should slow down.
I was afraid he was going to get mad and leave before I got my picture with him. I had to get a photo with him. He just looked like such a creep.
But he didn't. He didn't get mad at all.
No, he was great.
So we get Bernie Getz and Joe Rogan. Those are our guests.
No, Joe's great. Joe, I mean, can you call us from time to time if you're listening?
Man.
I mean, you got the number now. If you're hearing, well, you're not going to hear us live though. You'll hear us in the replay, I guess.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'm coming home. I hear you guys live. I heard you guys this morning.
All right. Yeah, I mean, like if you hear something you want to comment on it, this show is a work in progress. So you just call the next day and add to something.
It's so refreshing. I mean, it's so fun to listen to. It's literally like I don't listen to anything else anymore. I mean, everything else just seems boring.
Right.
It's great. I mean, the only thing I used to listen to, like I said, was talk radio and like the Art Bell show. I listen to that on the weekends.
Oh, Art, good old Art
From the kingdom of Nye.
What a weirdo he is. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
the UFO freak.
No matter what you call in about, he's fine with it. Art, I'm a werewolf. Really?
That's great.
Dude, he doesn't give a fuck. I just got back from the future. What is it like?
You can't throw Art, man.
Yeah,
you cannot throw that guy.
He seems to know what asses get into his show, and he's so good at just not judging what they're saying.
Yeah, it's awesome. There's so many fucking idiots call in. It's amazing, but it's just like I said, it's so refreshing listening to your show. I'm so jealous. Like I drive around, I'm listening to you guys. I'm like, God damn, they're having fun.
Oh,
that
dude.
sounds like a fun fucking show.
We have a whole channel. If you want to do an hour or two, just let us know. We'll give you the time.
Oh yeah, man.
Anything you want to do.
Well, next time I'm in New York, I have to come in. I mean, it's just you guys are having too much fun.
You got any gigs you want to promote either? Because we're all over the country now. So any gigs you want to promote, you can promote.
No, I'm not even going on the road for like another few months. So
okay.
No. Fear Factor's done. Like, the first gigs I do they start in like February.
Oh, see, someone told me that this tomorrow and Saturday you were going to be at Chicago's Zanies in Vernon Hills.
You ass, Jim.
No, I heard Rogan was going to be there.
Jim, that's where you're going to be.
Oh, I was thinking of stopping it.
All right.
I got Jimmy. I got your CD. We met when we did Tough Crowd. You gave me your CD.
Did I?
Fucking awesome. Great CD.
Oh, thanks,
Joe.
Joe.
Killing me on the show, too. Really making me laugh all the time. I'm howling. That fucking Tony Danza thing you do, oh, my God. Anthony, that's you, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Dude, that is fucking phenomenal.
They're on to us, though, unfortunately.
I know.
Really?
They have security out there, so we can't really do it anymore, but we'll figure something out.
You could set up a kiosk in the mall, win tickets to see Tony and have Tony on the phone there.
Hey, did you hear the one where he actually got the girl on the phone and he said that you're going to come backstage and suck my cock?
Yeah. It's uncomfortable. I'm listening to him like, no!
Oh, I know. You don't want it to go there, but you know exactly where it's going.
Yeah, like you can't sit still when you're listening, but you can't turn away. It was fucking awesome.
Hey.
And a dead-on impression, too.
Thanks, Joe.
Impression's spooky. It's like, whoa.
Hey, is that weather affecting you out there?
No, not me.
No? You're cool? You don't have a house on a ledge somewhere?
I was in Orlando.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people are dying out here.
Yeah.
Houses are falling on them and shit.
I thought maybe you'd need a jacket coat or something.
Oh.
But you do.
That was one of the funniest episodes of that show I've ever seen, by the way. You ever see the Just Shoot Me that he was on?
No.
He played the biggest idiot. You play stupid really well, Joe.
Thank you. Well, because I've been stupid many times in my life. I draw upon my experience.
I know it was one of those shows. I don't think did a lot of people watch that? Just Shoot Me? Yeah.
It did okay.
I don't know.
It was a fun show.
Was that a recurring or not?
No, I only did it once.
You only did it once? Yeah, that was really funny.
Hey, Paulie the trucker, he says, ask Rogan about the girl losing her shirt on your show.
Girl losing her shirt?
Yeah, I guess on Fear Factor, maybe?
Oh, yeah. It was probably the Thanksgiving episode he was talking about. Chick was swimming around under a boat and her tits popped out. And she just kept going.
Did you have
this stunt, so she kept going with her tits flailing around. When we aired it on TV, we had to pixelate it.
You had the famous pixelation thing.
Yeah, we did one episode once where they had to be totally naked, where the people had to do a naked thing down a runway. You'd be amazed at how many people complained about that.
Really?
Oh, yeah, we got in so much trouble. We got in a lot of trouble. Like, we can never air nudity again. Even if you black it out and pixelate it, you can never, the fact that they were in front of an audience was disgusting to people.
What is it with people and nudity? People in this country freak out at nudity. We could put anything else on a TV screen and people will be fine with it. Bloated, dead children's bodies are fine. The second you get nude, this country freaks.
Well, it's all about religion. I mean, people.
Yep.
I mean, that's the root of it all. I mean, people for some reason still think that the human body is naughty. That you're not supposed to. I mean, it's when you were a little kid. You remember when you were a little kid, you figured one day I'm going to be an adult and this will all make sense.
Yeah.
And then one day you become an adult and you're like, holy shit. Wait a minute. There are no real adults. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Nobody's watching us. There's no one looking over.
That is a great
We're the
point.
fucking adults. We're the adults now, and yet we still get sucked into it. And I blame people with kids.
Yep. God, that's so funny. You keep waiting to get older and hit that point where you're an adult, but it never really happens.
People who adults, it's fake. There's no adults and there's no one watching. Like we always think, this is bad. I shouldn't do this. Fuck, you should do whatever you want.
No one's watching.
There's no one looking over your shoulder. It's
God
fake.
damn, that is great. That is totally dead on.
It's there are no adults. We are the adults now.
We're it.
As fucking insane as it is, the shit that you like, other people think there's something wrong with it. Like if you say the wrong words, or if you're into, having fun with your body, people think there's something wrong with it. It's just amazing. And it all boils down to people being scared and religion. That's at the root of it.
Yeah, that's definitely what it boils down to. A bunch of freaks, man.
You'd be surprised, Joe, how many judgmental people don't like a fella to receive oral treats from a member of the transgendered community. It's fun for everyone, and it's good for the economy.
You're moving money around.
Absolutely.
We had some trannies on the Man Show when I hosted the Man Show that would trick you. Everybody says I would never get tricked by a tranny. I say, fuck you. You could get tricked. Easy.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm from the school of not getting tricked.
No, we did it on the website, and we got tricked a few times.
Well, Jimmy, I think you might have met this girl. Her name is Vanity or something like that?
Vanity is the one.
Yes.
Steve met her in Vegas, and we had her. She is the most convincing one.
Oh, she looks like a chick. She has hips. Her waist comes in narrow. She's got a big ass, big fake tits, and a little wrinkled, shriveled up black dick.
Yeah.
It looks like a bonobo monkey cock she's got between her legs. It's so disgusting. She did an episode of the Man Show, and we had this guy sitting in the show was called Make Me Hard. It was like a little game show that we did, and we had different things in front of a person. We had a little box on their dick with a light on it, and we would control the box, and we would decide when they got a boner. So we have like strippers dancing for them, like a midget eating bananas, shit like that, and then we have this tranny, and she looks so hot, and she's gyrating in front of him. The guy's like getting into it. He's feeling her tits, and then she pulls out that little black dick.
Oh.
It looks like it's just a dick that's been poisoned. She's been pumping like female hormones into her body for like a decade. So she still has a cock, but it's just drowned. It's like a drowned dick.
But she looks like a girl. They didn't believe how you can be fooled by someone like Vanity, and I told them you don't understand how much this looks like a chick.
She looks like a chick. I mean, right down to the dick. Everything up into her body looks like a chick, except for the dick.
Hey, Joe, we're kind of running out of time here, but I got to ask you, how drunk is Doug Stanhope on that Girls Gone Wild video thing he hosts?
He's always drunk. He's drunk today.
Is he?
When you talk to him right now, he's drunk.
That commercial I saw, it comes on, and I'm like, oh my God, he's hammered out of his mind.
He gets just sloshed. He loves to get drunk. He's filming another one right now. He's in Puerto Vallarta filming another one.
Jesus Christ.
Doug drinks to the point where you actually get scared for him.
Really?
Yeah, he's a hardcore alky, man. I love Stanhope.
I love it.
Doug and Doug was over my house once, and we did DMT. You know what DMT is?
DMT, no.
It's called dimethyltryptamine. It's the most potent psychedelic known to man. It's the most bizarre thing ever. You take it, it's like a rocket ship to the center of the universe. It's so bizarre. It makes you feel like you're connected with everything. It destroys your ego entirely. Like you don't mind if you live or die. It gives you the most bizarre psychedelic experience you could ever possibly imagine. Like if you've ever done mushrooms, think about mushrooms times a million.
Wow.
And that's what it is. And so we did this over my house once, and Doug, when he took it, like he doesn't have a healthy body.
Yeah.
He's one of the funniest fucking guys I've ever met in my life. The guy's awesome. He's one of my best friends. I love him. But he's been dumping shit into his body, just chemicals constantly since, like, birth, And he probably started with soda pop, and now today, every day, it's like cigarettes and alcohol, and he never exercises. And so he takes this, and he's sitting on my couch, and he's making these crazy moaning noises, because it lasts, only 7 or 8 minutes. It's a short experience.
Yeah.
But it's the most profound experience you'll ever have. And during the 7 or 8 minutes, Doug is making these moaning noises, and his body's twitching.
That's it. I'm out of here.